Hi my College Cats, today is Tuesday the 5th of December and the pack we're using today is Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. We've used this before in this pack once before. Oh, they've told me to look on the bottom. The first card that is being shown is the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Selflessness, humility and conscious action. He's holding the lotus so sorry. He's holding the lotus flower of peace and tranquility. He's got the lighter spirit behind him, and the Buddha with the hawk sat watching, and the peace lilies. It's all about peace, isn't he? So they've just asked me to bring that on to your attention. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. I think we're not have enough gratitude. I think people are very stuck on manifestation, which is very good because manifestation is very high at the minute. But people are forgetting to be grateful for what they've already got. And if you're not grateful for what you already have, then your manifestation can't come in because they're like, well, you're not happy with that, so why would we bring the other in? Because you're not happy with that. So yes, I do feel that's I'll put that one up there, because I do feel that one's one that Spirit's wanting you to hear today. People are not being grateful enough. I'll put it there. Right, let's get shuffling. Don't forget to click the like button if you enjoy, and if you follow me on YouTube, then please click the bell to subscribe. And the like button. If you are following me on Rumble, then please click the thumbs up that you like it, and the follow button to subscribe. It's the thumbs up on YouTube, isn't it, as well? Oh dear. Should I be doing these pulls today? Very spacey. Let's see what we get from this spacey, won't we? Come on. Right, they're sticking a bit. Let's get going. Let's get going. Come on then, jump or pull. Can we please have cards for today's collective pull of Tuesday the 5th of December, please? Can we please have cards for today's collective pull for Tuesday the 5th of December, please? Okay. Any more? Or are we done with 7? 4, 5, 6, no 6, isn't it? We're done with that one. Any more? You want that one? Okay. Now we're done. Let's put those there. So, let's see what we've got. Shall we? The Dragon's Duel. Oh, dragons came out earlier, didn't they? Well, yesterday. Inner conflicts, mortality, conscious choice. It's the yin and yang if you look. They're yin and yang. We've got to have balance, and a lot of us are having very much in conflict at the minute. I know I am. I'm having a lot of inner conflict about things. We all question our mortality, especially in winter when it's dark and it's miserable and we're hunkering down. And conscious choices. We have to be conscious in our choices. Sometimes we make unconscious choices that we're just not aware we've made, because that's the way we need to go. But a lot of time we have to be with it. We can't just rely on where the wind goes. We have to make conscious decisions sometimes, and choices. Inner conflict and mortality. I was discussing mortality this morning with a friend. So she was questioning mortality and I was questioning inner conflict, but we was both on about oh excuse me, how the energies are at the minute, how they're just literally all over the place. I know last week when I was driving to one of the circles, it was the full moon, and the twin energy was bizarre that was around. One minute I was just feeling so anxious. I don't suffer with anxiety. Many other things, but anxiety isn't one of them. But I was getting so anxious and upset over things that I wouldn't normally even blink And then next minute I was swinging into like, oh, I'm so excited. Oh, something good's going to happen. And the swing was just bizarre between the two. And luckily I did click on and realise that A, I'm not losing my marbles. It is the Gemini moon, the twin energies that were circulating. And this is bringing in a lot of inner conflict, because when you swing that much, you question and question and question and question and question again on where you're going, what you're doing, should you be doing it, am I doing it right, is this the right decision, should I actually do that, even if it's just for fun, should I actually do it? And you have so much inner conflict. Then you bring into everyday's problems that we have about the conflict, and this really brings it in. And then we start questioning, well, am I actually going to be around for that? Is it worth worrying about that? Am I actually going to be here for that? So we start questioning our own mortality, don't we? I think it's about conscious choices, because spirit's coming in, look. The dragons are yin and yang. They also, if you look, they've got the infinity symbol going on as well. I was also discussing the infinity symbol this morning, because I was saying that next year, 2024, is a 8 number, and if you lay the number 8 on its side, it's the infinity. So I think coming up into the next year, we've got to be careful that we've got to make conscious choices. We've got to make conscious choices, because it's an infinity year. So until that year's out, we could be setting ourselves up. So I really think that we need to make these conscious choices going forward, so not to set ourselves up for loss. But there's spirits around, and they've got clear skies, and it's to do with the full moon that's come in. So yeah, but it's quite chilly, isn't it? If you look, it's quite cold and chilly like the winter. So I think this is another winter card, to be fair. See what to the Dragon's Dueling. The High Lady of Love and Compassion, Reverence, Kindness and Consideration. Now, she was in the reverse position. I don't tend to read oracle cards in reverse, but going on the Dragon's Dueling and conscious choices and mortality and conflict, I do feel this has to be read in the reverse position. There you go, you can have a look at her. Because she's sat there all nicely, isn't she? And with her wings behind her skirt, all pretty, and she's got her roses for love, and the birds and the bees are coming in for spirit. She's talking to the birds, and the bees are down here. She's been very kind to the bird. She's been very open and nice, and then there's the fairy coming in. But if you turn it upside down, it looks like the fire's falling down and the bees up here while the bird's down below, and it's all a mismatch. I think people are not being as compassionate as they could be, and I also feel that they're not being as loving as they could be and showing kindness. And I think a lot of this is to do with Christmas. In the run up to Christmas, people get so bogged down with, oh, they've got to have this, I've got to get this, I've got to get that, oh God, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I think people get that caught up, well, I can't afford this, so I can't give you time of day because I'm too busy, I'm too stressed. And I think that you just need to take a step back. You need to take a deep breath. Your child will live without the PlayStation. Your child will live without the Xbox. And please remember, if you are giving really big gifts like that, don't say they're from Santa. Put a label on that they are from you, because there will be a child that is getting nothing for Christmas, or just a few little things because his parents can't afford it. And he will be, well, Santa's got him that one in to get me that. I asked for the same thing. Whereas it's like, well, that's from his parents. Santa bought him a smaller gift. And I think this is what needs to start happening. Santa needs to be giving smaller gifts, but parents can give what gifts they wish. And I do feel that labels need to go on from the parent, especially on high-end expensive gifts. so that the child understands that that gift is from his parent, not just from Santa. And I do feel that this would bring around a lot more of the compassion and the consideration that is needed towards other people's and other people. I know the other argument is, well, I earn my money, I can spend it as I wish. Yes, you can. And nobody's saying any different. All that people are asking is that you don't mark that that big gift is from Santa. That you let your child have that big gift from you, because at the end of the day, the child go, well, mum and dad bought me this for Christmas, not Santa got me this for Christmas. And I think that's the way it needs to be spoken and the way it needs to be going forward. I really do. It's not taking anything away, it's just the wording that needs to be altered for people to show a bit more compassion. What else we got? Camel Boy, small steps asking for help. There we go. That was also in reverse. Were these all in reverse? No. So, some people aren't small stepping or asking for help, are they? They're either not doing any of it at all, or they're taking big leaps and then wondering why nothing's happening. This is because they're not asking for the help. If you see, he's playing his flute. So he's obviously hitting a bit of bum notes because he's upside down. The camel looks quite happy, actually. He's enjoying the music, the camel. But you can see the pink and the purples for spirit, and the blue for communication, the green for healing. All these are around him, look, and the moon coming in. All of these are to do with the moons. All this is around the moon at the minute. I feel that this week's readings are going to be very moon orientated. So yeah, ask for help. If you need help, ask. And remember, the smallest steps are generally the biggest ones, because you're actually taking small steps. You're getting there. You're doing the little steps that's needed to get there. Just remember that, because we tend to forget, don't we? The Fire Prince. Optimism and aggression. You see, he's setting fire to everything, isn't he? If you look at him, he is setting fire to everything. He's well away with it all. Thought it was rain, but it isn't. Sorry, we've got snow. We've got quite a lot of snow. And I was wondering what the tap 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 is, and it's the snow melting, I think. They have forecasted rain, but not till tonight. So, yeah, I think it's the snow melting. That's what you can hear. I thought it was rain, but it's not. It's snow. So, optimism and aggression. We need to be a bit more optimistic. He's lighting his beacon. He's showing the way. He's lighting his beacon and showing the way. It's like, come on, this way. He's born of fire. He's born of fire. What's he got down here going on? There's images in the fire that we always see. There's the demons that he's moving away from. There's the souls that he's moving away from. Somebody's playing with fire. Somebody's literally playing with fire. And instead of using the fire to help deal with their demons and their aggression, and helping it bring optimism in, because they're dealing with it, they're fueling their fire and they're playing with it even more. They're not using it in a positive way that needs using. There's something that needs to be careful. They need to be very careful and very wary with this card. Very wary. Somebody's playing with fire and they're going to get burnt. It may be the Fire Prince, but he's getting burnt. The Winged Wise Ones. Angelic help, miraculous aid. She pretty. So beautiful. The Dove of Peace. Angel feathers are around. People are seeing a lot of feathers. There is lots of feathers around at the minute, to be fair. There's lots of angel feathers being found. I'm finding quite a few. So there are these around. People are putting angels on pedestals. She's sat on a pedestal. Angels don't like being on pedestals. They like to help us. They want you to help. They're wanting to help us. They want us to ask them for help. So I think she's wanting to get down off the pedestal. And there's the bird of peace around here. He's flying around, isn't he? Wafting his wings everywhere in the hopes that he's bringing peace in. He's bringing peace in towards the end of December. So I feel that's quite good, actually. Peace is coming. But you must help for the... I must ask the angelic realm for help. And they will help bring the aid that you need. The miraculous aid. It will come. And it'll be the angels that are behind it. You'll be shocked, well, where's this come from? And it's the angels that's helped. And spirit that's helped. It's there. Altar, priestess, preparation, prayer and sacred ritual. You see? So she's at her altar and says she's got the star going. The star's going. They're asking me to read the book on this one. They've just gone, read the book, read the book, read the book, read the book. Let's find it where it is. The book. Oh dear. The Altar Princess. Can't find her. I can't find her. She's vanished. They asked me to read it and then they vanished her. There we go. Found her. 108. 108. 108. See, 8. Infinity symbol again. Snake it back, look. There we go. Altar Priestess. She's an ally. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred. All your life as a meditation and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see the divine, to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine. And you will realise how perfect and sacred everything is right now. The Challenger. You are degrading yourself in a way or lessening the importance of your impact in your world. Have you allowed someone to dishonour you? Have you failed to stand up for your beliefs in order to get something you want? The Altar Priestess warns you that continuing on this path could bring you trouble, as you may be aligning yourself with lowered ideas as your companions. Another message she brings to you is this: never sell yourself short when it comes to your intuition. You're always being led to the highest ground when you follow your inner guidance. An important responsibility is brought to you when the Altar Priestess comes as your challenger. You're being required to be a spiritual warrior and have the courage. Be ready to respect yourself and believe in your purpose, as you're being chosen to be the embodiment of the sacred in the world. In essence, you're challenged to be the best you that you can be out there. You can do it and Spirit is counting on it. So basically, be you. Be the best you can be. Be the best version of you can be. If you see a red flag, it's a red flag, isn't it? Go with your gut, love. Just go with your gut. I think that is aimed at me partially, to be fair. But go with your gut. Just go with your gut. Don't question. Go with your gut. If it feels wrong, it looks wrong, it's definitely wrong. If it looks wrong but feels right, then it'll be right. But just because something doesn't look right doesn't mean to say, or looks right doesn't mean to say it is. Go with your gut. The Ice Queen. Here we go. Ideas preserved, nullification, entitlement. We've got the waning moon again. So this is coming in on the waning moon with all the snow, and she's very happy being asleep. She's wearing a crown, isn't she, while she's asleep on the ice and the snow. And there's the snow owl that's there as well, watching over with his wisdom. We tend to find a lot of wisdom in winter. I think it's because of all the reflective work that we do and all the inner work that we do, our shadow work that we do, and we come around and we get wise with ourselves. We become these little wise owls because we read and we reflect, and we learn a lot about ourselves. So we do get a lot of inner wisdom on these things. The idea is preserved. Everything gets preserved in ice, doesn't it? It's only once it starts defrosting that it'll start decaying. So when things start to defrost, we have to be very careful not to let it decay. We have to be very, very careful not to let it decay, and keep the idea preserved as much as possible of what we end up with. The level of entitlement that people have of late is quite scary. I do blame a lot of influencers for this. They show a world that's not right. They show a world that's not correct. There is other influencers out there correcting these people, but in a lot of respects the damage has been done. It is very dangerous, very, very dangerous. And they've come across as very entitled, like they try to get all the weddings paid for, then kick off because they're not getting it for free, or they expect everything for free, not that they've got to pay something towards it. They think they're entitled to it because they've got like 500 followers, so they're entitled to it. No, you're not. You're entitled to nothing that you haven't earned or that you haven't put time in on. You're not entitled to it. You have to earn it. You have to put the hours in on it. Even working with spirit. Some people find it easy, some people struggle, but at the end of the day, those that find it easy, if they don't put the time and the effort in, by the end of it, it's going to go, and they're never going to progress because they're not getting the time, they're not putting the effort in. They have well, spirit should always work with me like that. They feel entitled, not that they have to do so much work as well. So all this carries forward, doesn't it? And we started off with the dragon's dueling, didn't we, within a conflict, mortality and conscious choice, and we end up with preserving things and entitlement, because this is where we're going as a collective. We're in an entitled age where we think we're entitled to things, and we're not. We're not entitled to them. Unless you've worked hard for it, you're not entitled to it, I'm sorry. If it's a gift, that is fine, that is a gift. But you still should show at least a bit of compassion and thankfulness for the gift. And a lot of people don't, because they feel they're entitled to be giving it, and they should be giving it. So we come back again, don't we, to the High Lord of gratitude and service, selflessness, humility, and conscious action. We're back again with him, because he ties it all back up. We started with him and it's ended with him, really, hasn't it? With how the readings ran. So, yep, I'll leave that there. And as I said before, YouTube, click the like button if you enjoyed it, and click on the bell to subscribe if you haven't already. And my little witchcat followers on Rumble, please click the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and click the follow button to follow. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Big hugs, bye.